I wanted to remind you that as a church, we set out a little bit less than a year ago, and it's amazing to look back and see how far we've come. And I wanted to remind you that we set out as a church to really redefine for people what church is. And we have an opportunity this morning to redefine for every single person who walks in what it means to be a part of a church. They walk in, we get to remind them and redefine for them that it's not about a clique, but it's about a community. It's not about your pew where you sit at, but it's about the people that you sit with. It's not about the building that you go to worship at, but it's about the body that you get to be with. And so as you're doing whatever you're doing, and everybody in here, you know your role, you know your stuff, you've got it down. This is just what we're walking through right now. As you do your stuff, I just wanted to pause and remind you that you're redefining for people what church is. That as they walk in, you're not just letting people park. You're not just guiding people to a parking space. First impressions, you're not greeting people and opening doors. That's not what you're doing. What you're really doing is you're communicating to a bunch of people that, you know what, we're so glad you're here, that you're in the right place, and we not only expected you, but we're pumped that you're here. For our kids ministry, you're not just welcoming kids and you're not just taking care of a little kid. You're not watching a baby. That's not what you're doing. What you're doing is you're communicating and redefining for a person that, you know what, we are so excited to have your children. We're going to take great care of them. You can trust us, and we're going to help you create a distraction-free environment so that you can go into the auditorium and hear the gospel. Maybe for the first time, maybe for the third time, maybe for that second or 15th time that they need to hear it. But that's what you're doing. Host team, you're not just seating people. What you're doing is you're communicating to somebody, you know what, we're glad you're here and we're going to put you in the right spot. You don't have to worry about sitting in the wrong spot. You don't have to worry about being insecure about sitting in somebody else's spot. I am exactly where I need to be, and you're going to give them confidence and security in where they're at so that they can again focus on worship and the message that God's put in our hearts. We're not just doing a job. We're creating something different. We're redefining something really unique in this town. So I just want to remind you as you get ready to do all this kind of stuff, just as you're walking through the details, as you're setting up, as you're greeting people, just remember. There are people far from God who are going to show up here for the first time today. Who are maybe going to give God one more chance, or maybe just they haven't been in church in years maybe. And they just kind of decided they've gotten enough courage, they've gotten enough strength to get up and go, okay, I'm going to go there. We're going to give it one more shot. Make sure that we smile, we love, we embrace, we encourage, and we really excel at what we're supposed to do. Thank you so much. It's going to be an amazing